All right, YouTube. It's Detroit's HPTV coming to you out of Detroit. It's my second video on this Sunday. This morning, we paid respects to Sheila Jackson Lee. I was surprised at how the comments were so cruel and harsh and disrespectful. But as a student of Sun Tzu and Machiavelli, you always show respect for your fallen enemies. That's a warrior's code. We don't mock the deceased. See, a lot of y'all wanted to turn Sheila Jackson Lee into a pack. Y'all wanted to smoke on her. We don't diss the deceased. This ain't O Block. But we got some people that we need to take a look at. Roland Martin and the rest of the Democratic shills and puppets begging for Obama to save Biden and save their jobs. Oh, it's pitiful. Wait till you see this. Oh, y'all gonna love it. You're gonna get a chance to see Roland Martin so humbled at the threat of them removing Joe Biden. You finna see some real tap dancing, plantation, knee to the groves doing their thing. And they have to be dealt with. They begging for Obama to come help them like he's their savior. Obama, who never did nothing for Black Americans. They wanted to support Kamala Harris, who told Black Americans, I'm not going to do nothing from you, and then cackled. Let's deal with these living ops, these living adversaries, these living political enemies. Let's deal with the treacherous, traitorous bootlicks over here, begging for Obama to save them. Oh yeah, I put on my red shirt today because we're going to get messy. Let's check it out. This for fair usage under the 1976 Copyright Act for commentary, educational purposes, and the First Amendment. Let's watch Roland Martin and the conglomeration of bootlegs. Now I want you to pay special attention to the sister at the end when she tells them what they need to do. Check this out.
Over who's really behind this push to get Biden out. And remember, this thing really took off when former Biden folks, David Axelrod, who ran his campaign, and these
This joker slipped up and called him Biden. This country bumpkin, first generation Haitian said Biden. He's in, oh, and also he was a part of those like Greek fraternities, those boules, those extra special Negroes that's supposed to represent Black America. Let's look at this begging buffoon.
podcasters, John Favreau, Tommy Viator, I forgot the other dude's name. And many people said these folks would not have come out so hard against Biden had Obama not given his nod. Then when that New York Times column from George Clooney came out, it was reported that Clooney called Obama before it got published, and Obama didn't tell him not to publish it. Well, the Washington Post dropped this story, go to my iPad, a couple of days yesterday. Obama tells allies Biden's path to winning re-election has greatly diminished. And so it lays out here in terms of what Biden has said. And it said Obama has spoken with Biden only once since the debate. And he's been clear in his conversations with other.
Let me tell you something. Obama knows how racist Joe Biden is. You Democrats over there on the left, y'all work together to maintain power. But y'all don't really like each other. That's why y'all turning on each other. And that's why these shields is crying and begging for Obama. Obama didn't do nothing for Black Americans. Obama didn't do nothing but allow gay marriage and helped out his friends and the secret hidden hands that put him in power. So you calling on Obama for what? To get more of what you already getting? Check it out.
At your future Biden's candidacy is a decision for the president to make. So you start going through this article, and I've been calling different people and talking to them, and they've been talking about this very thing. And remember, people forget Obama pushed Biden out of the race in 2016. Obama was not supportive of Biden running. Obama made the decision that Hillary Clinton should be the Democratic nominee. Now, imagine if Biden had run in 2016. This could very well be the end of his second term. And so now you have this internal battle, and folks are asking the questions. Why hasn't President Obama gone to Joe Biden to have that face-to-face conversation? And does Obama believe that Biden should step aside? And if so, why is he not supportive of Vice President Kamala Harris? The different people have been hitting me up, Michael, Matt, and Kelly, that Obama, Nancy Pelosi, and Chuck Schumer are leading the effort to get Biden out, but also not support Vice President Kamala Harris and touting this open convention.
This tells you, Roland Martin, he acts like he's such a political analyst. You know what I mean? That's not his forte. He may be a journalist, but he's not a political scientist. That's my field. I'm a political scientist. He doesn't understand why Obama would not ever come out and support Kamala Harris. He knows that supporting Kamala Harris, the cackler, would be the demise of not only the Democratic Party, but America would be the laughing stock of the world. See, Roland Martin, he's begging for biscuits right now. He's appealing to massa. He done went past. He's going all the way back to dig up Obama. How long Obama been out of office? And when he was in office, what did he do for Black Americans? Nothing. Kamala Harris says she's not going to do, she out of her own mouth says she's not going to do anything for Black Americans. So what do these bootlicks want them in so bad? Why are they appealing to them? Oh, they have Trump derangement syndrome. Orange man bad. Orange man bad, huh? Let's listen to this. Watch this.
Should President Obama be more vocal? Your assessment of all of this. Michael, I'm going to start with you.
Yeah, I think he should be more vocal. And I think, I've heard about this article earlier today, and I've heard about rumblings in the back end. Obama saying that Biden's chances are dwindling, etc. Now, I'm careful of going by unnamed sources because I keep hearing a whole lot of unnamed sources, not just in this incident, but other incidences. There's a whole lot of unnamed sources saying this person said this person said that. But if he thinks that Biden has a shot, I think Obama should come out publicly and say, "Hey, back off," like he did, like he tweeted right after Biden had the back.
You think Obama is listening to these slaves? They appealing to Obama like Obama loves Black Americans. Obama lives in Chicago, the south side of Chicago, near O Block. Michelle Obama grew up in O Block, the most violent city and area in America for Black Americans. And they don't do nothing to help their own. Look at Chicago, where Obama and Michelle live. And look at what's going on in Chicago. What would make him think that Obama cares about the rest of the Black Americans around the country when they don't even care about their neighbors? Let's watch some more.
Debate performance, he tweeted, "Hey, I had a bad debate performance also. It happens, right?" He did that. So if he supports Biden, I think he should come out publicly and say that. But if he doesn't support him, then my question would be, okay, who do you support then for president, or who do you support for vice president? So this is this is a little complicated here. Okay, but I think he should come out and put it on the record like he did with the tweet, okay, or X, whatever it was, the social media.
What if I told you investing wasn't just for the suits and ties? It's for everyday folks.
Be a post.
I posted something last week, Kelly, that I still stand by. And I said, President Barack Obama needs to come out, publicly stand by Joe Biden and say it. The man said he's not leaving the race. He's in it. Democrats, shut up, focus on Donald Trump, and let's run this damn campaign. See, but all of this shadowy, he's told allies and he gave a nod, and what he didn't say, don't publish that. I mean, come on. That just is drawing this whole thing out. Get off the damn pot, Kelly.
I get what you're saying, but if I recall correctly, I feel like they use Obama kind of like the big joker type of thing in Democratic politics. And by that, I mean, if I recall correctly, during the 2020 election when Biden was running, they didn't really roll out Obama in campaign strategy until like the last couple weeks, months.
But that was
right?
But that was also his choice.
True, but I think maybe they're trying to mimic that game plan again, and that's what's happening here. I don't want it. I don't like the whole and like what Michael said. I am a little conflicted about what my opinion is of this, because if he doesn't truly support him, he should say that. If he does, he should say.
Sister Girl is conflicted about her own opinion. But I want you to pay special attention to her and watch how she finishes her commentary and what she tells the other weaklings. You can't call them brothers, you got to call them overseers. Yeah, the overseers, the gatekeepers. The knee to the grills. Watch what she tell them. Watch what she tell them. Watch this black girl
I
tell
think that the headline of his chances of winning being diminished wasn't Obama discouraging or being pessimistic. If anything, Obama is very honest when it comes to his assessment of anything. And I think that his analysis of the situation may have been misinterpreted. I think that might be what's happening here. I don't think there's a whole lot of hoopla of Obama actually discouraging Biden to run. But I don't know. I'm not in those circles.
This is, to me, Matt, this is a moment. Again, the debate was June 27th. It was 22 days ago. This is a moment where if you are deemed to be a party elder, if you're deemed to be a leader, this is when you lead. This is when you make the difficult choices. And to me, this passive aggressiveness needs to go out of the window. Damn it, people are looking for somebody to say, yo, what are we doing? And here's the deal. Biden came up with a statement today saying, I'm running. I'm going to see y'all next week. And they keep making a call, get out, get out, get out. And he's digging in. So, and in fact, Greg Sargent posted a tweet I thought was interesting. Because again, you talk about this. So he was talking to a senior Biden official. And this is what he was told. He said the single biggest thing helping keep Biden in the race right now is the open convention WrestleMania crowd. Lots of people don't want chaos, but even more would be enraged, rightly in my opinion, at bypassing Vice President Harris too. If it means potentially removing her too, they're understandably against the whole move. And those people, including but not limited to a lot of black women, are Biden's last and biggest crutch. The biggest purpose of the VP.
You hear how they referred to black women? Did you just hear that? Biden's biggest crutch. Did y'all hear that? That's why they rebelling. That's why they so disrespectful, because you done told them that they were your backbone. And these guys here, you know, they ridiculous. Roland Martin wore a shirt last week that say "Vote like a black woman." I mean, why don't he just go on to come on out the closet and say he wants to be a black woman? I don't understand why he just don't come on out the closet, because he could get more rights that way. You know what I mean? And he could have a flag with all kind of colors in it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what's the hold up, Roland. Just come on out. No, we ain't gonna
Is to
judge
step
you.
in if POTUS's health fails in some way and he can't continue. And that's where we are. If this is just about people angling for their pet dream candidate, then they're part of the problem, not the solution. This is where, for me, Matt, Obama should be stepping up more aggressively than he is doing now.
Oh, I get it now. Barack Hussein Obama is the savior to house Negroes. He's their savior. He will deliver them from the hands of conservative government. He will allow them to be nefarious and debaucherous as they possibly can. So, of course, he has to save them from righteousness. He has to save them from godliness. He even has to save them from patriotism. All of those are like crosses to a vampire, to the Dems. Let's listen to some more. It's about over.
I don't know. I don't know if I'll go there with you. I mean, I get that from a strategic standpoint, from the idea that you talked about with him being a party leader. But first, I don't know that we should be putting more on Mr. Obama than we are Bill Clinton or Jimmy Carter or any other former Democratic president. And I know you're going to say that Obama is a current leader and he maybe has more gravitas than other people. But we're not having this conversation about Bill Clinton or anybody else. Beyond that, I think that what should happen is kind of to the earlier points we've made. The Democrats in general need to galvanize their support behind a single candidate and go forward. And it needs to be Joe Biden at this point because there's no more time. However, if Mr. Obama doesn't believe he's the right person to serve or has questions about his fitness, I think he has every right to not come out and say anything about it, with the caveat that I think if you are really aligned with the party, you have a duty to not hurt his chances. And I also think that's the counterpoint here, possibly. It could be that Mr. Obama is staying in the background because there's a concern that if he comes out and supports Joe Biden, that's somehow going to affect the race. I don't imagine there's a thought that that's really going to sway anything in the polls, but there could be a strategic reason he has not done that. I don't know. But I do know that I don't know enough information about why he's not supporting him. It could very well be that he doesn't think he's fit. It could also be that there's some other candidate that he wants to support. It could also be that he does not want to get in the way. And I don't really have enough information to draw any conclusion from those. But I would say that the party as a whole is disadvantaging itself mightily by being in the lurch. At this point, they need to lock and load and go forward. And until that happens, it doesn't matter who comes out and supports him or doesn't support him. The needle won't be moved, and there will not be a concerted effort to make sure Donald Trump does not become the next president of the United States.
Black Star Network is
a real revolutionary right now.
thank you for being the voice of Black America.
As you can see, they are begging for Obama. And Obama has never did anything for Black Americans. What is this fetish about Barack Obama? He was one of the biggest reasons that Black Americans went backwards. He undermined the nuclear family. His whole job was to undermine the nuclear family so that organizations like Black Lives Matter and uh, Pride Month and men marrying men could be the norm. I'm just going to leave that right there. That's what Obama was about. These are the people that we should focus on now. And even though the comments were cruel towards Maxine Waters, rest her soul, it will serve the rest of these Democratic pawns to see how they will be remembered and what really will be their legacy. This is all I have for you today. Signing to our Detroit. This is Detroit's HPTV. Support Detroit's Black Thought and Action Collective, the nonprofit out of Detroit. As always, salute to all the patriots. Like, share, and subscribe. Peace. Keep your head on the swivel.